We are Cyrus van der Scholt and Dieter van Ham, and we have made a digital story about Long Way Down and the effects of gun violence in the USA. Today we're talking about gun violence in the United States of America. Gun violence causes in the USA alone for 33,000 deaths per year and 70,000 non-fatal injuries. If we compare the risk of gun-related homicides in the US with 22 other developed countries, the risk is 25 times higher in the US. These injuries cost the US taxpayer $516 million per year. That's why we're going to spend some time today focusing on this subject. We're going to take a closer look at mass shootings. These types of shootings are the most well-known and are extensively covered in media outlets. The US has a big problem with gun violence. 31% of the world's mass shootings happen in the US, which is remarkable because the Americans only make up for 4% of the world's population. The rate at which mass shootings happen has been rapidly growing from once every 200 days in the 80s to once every 64 days in 2015. The biggest shooting to date is a shooting in Las Vegas in 2017 where 59 people died. You'll probably recognize this song, but maybe you don't know the real meaning behind it. It was written after the infamous school shooting in Columbine, in which 12 students and 1 teacher were killed by 2 senior students, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. School shooters follow a certain pattern. 88% of them are male and white. This recent study suggests that the underlying causes are mainly family dysfunction, lack of supervision, and bullying. There are certain differences and similarities with gang violence. The perpetrators are mostly male juveniles, although they are from a different ethnic background than the school shooters.
Gangs mostly operate in poor urban areas where there's a lot of unemployment, so juveniles look for other sources of income by selling drugs, which is the main reason for inter-gang violence. The problem is widespread. In 2006, 58% of murders in LA were gang-related shootings. We focused on the novel Long Way Down, written by Jason Reynolds, in which he writes from his own experiences of pain and revenge when a friend of his was shot and killed. Reynolds has written a remarkable novel. It's written in a very atypical way. Verse. Reynolds also made an audiobook, especially so youths who would otherwise never read his book would still be able to hear his story. Here's an extract of the book read by Jason Reynolds himself.
Hi, this is Jason Reynolds, author and narrator of the audiobook Long Way Down. Don't nobody believe nothing these days, which is why I haven't told nobody the story I'm about to tell you. And truth is, you probably ain't gonna believe it either. Gonna think I'm lying or I'm losing it, but I'm telling you, this story is true. It happened to me. Really. It did. It so did. My name is William Holloman, but to my friends and people who know me, just Will. So call me Will, because after I tell you what I'm about to tell you, you'll either want to be my friend or not want to be my friend at all. Either way, you'll know me. I'm only William to my mother and my brother Sean whenever he was trying to be funny. Now, I'm wishing I would have laughed more at his dumb jokes because the day before yesterday, Sean was shot and killed.
To end our digital story, we will quickly take a look at the Second Amendment. This is aligned in the American Constitution. It gives people the right to keep and bear arms. It is an integral part of the American identity and has been a point for debate between the Democratic and Republican Party for decades. Democrats are in favor of limiting gun possession, while the Republicans want to keep the Second Amendment as is.
All right, we're done.
You think the language in the Second Amendment is clear enough? You know, about the right to bear arms?
Of course it's clear. Every American has the right to hang a pair of bear arms on their wall. How could that possibly be misconstrued? All right, fantastic then. Wait, you know what? Before we send this to the printer, let's take that abortion thing out.